Hey guys, this is Nate and this is the Nader Tater channel. Today I'm going to talk about one of the common issues I've seen with the T-Mobile Home Internet Gateway and people having problems with the Wi-Fi. Most notably is the fact that their device can't connect. So if you can't even see the Wi-Fi on one of your devices, I'm going to talk about most likely the reason why and how to fix it. It's a very simple fix actually. The other thing is there's some other settings in the Wi-Fi that might actually also help you. So there's a couple different bands of home Wi-Fi. One's 2.4 gigahertz, and there's the 5 gigahertz, and there's actually a low and a high frequency spectrum of that 5 gigahertz range. And all of those have kind of different capabilities or pros and cons. The lower frequency 2.4 travels farther, but doesn't have as much capability of bandwidth. In the higher frequency, the 5 gigahertz stuff, it is able to have more capacity, but it doesn't penetrate walls or travel as far. So it has its own drawbacks there. But there's benefits to having them. So let's first talk about the first problem of people can't even find the Wi-Fi on their laptop or their phone or whatnot. And that's because of one of the settings that is default in here. So I'll show you how you go on to the web interface and you can change that. So let's hop on the computer and walk you through that. Okay, so first thing you need to do is go to your browser, and this can actually be done on a phone as well. It doesn't have to be a computer. But 192.168.12.1 is the default IP address of this gateway. Now, obviously, you do need to be connected to it in some form or fashion. So if you have a device that doesn't connect to it, you need to hook up Ethernet to a laptop or some other Wi-Fi device that connects to it. But then when you go to there, you'll see this screen. And this is telling you kind of your overall status. But where you want to go, and I have other videos that talk about, primary signal, how to get the best and whatnot. But for this one, we're going to go over to network, Wi-Fi networks. And then if you're having trouble connecting, my guess is that it's an older device and it doesn't support the newer protocols for Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi has gone through 6 kind of official big changes. That's why it's called Wi-Fi 6. But there's Wi-Fi 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And those are different protocols. So if it's an older device and doesn't support 802.11, I already logged in, unfortunately. But typically when you click on here, it would ask you to log in. That login information is on the bottom of your gateway. It's a sticker on the bottom, and the login is admin. A common mistake people make, or it's autocorrect, is the A in admin is capitalized by accident. It cannot be capitalized. It is case sensitive and it's all lowercase. And then the password is what's listed on the bottom of the gateway that says password. So once you type that in, you go into here on the 2.4 settings, you can see transmission mode at the top. This is where it says AX, which is Wi-Fi 6/G. G is a newer protocol that some devices, older devices, don't support. They might only support N or B. So what you can do, if you can look up the specs of your device if you wanted to, and search it on Google to find out what protocol it is, or you can just try a couple different ones. So it's either going to be this N or the B. So you can try either one and click on that, and then click Save Changes, and that will initiate those changes. And then it should work for you. So that's really all you have to do to probably solve that. The other thing that happens though to some devices is right now by default the SSID, so the Wi-Fi name that your device sees, is the same on all of the different channels. So 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz channels all have the same SSID. So if you wanted to, you could change that to a new name, and then you can make sure you tell it to connect to either the 2.4 or the 5 gigahertz. Some devices have trouble with that. It's called band steering that these do. It should automatically pick the best one, meaning the 5 gigahertz if that signal is strong, but if you're too far away, it will default to the 2.4. But you can go in here and you can change the SSID name to something else. You know, this is my default one. You know, you could call it 2, you could call it 2.4. The trick to it is there are 4 SSIDs that you have to go in here and change. So you want to make sure that that name, you can see it in here, you know, it counts up 1 2 3 4. So you want to change it for all of them, and you have to click save after each time you change it. And then that's the same thing for 5. You could leave the 5 alone then, and it would just be whatever your default is, and you could just change it to 2.4, and that's how you could do that. So those are 2 quick settings that you can play with on your gateway to try to help you with your Wi-Fi problems. Now, me personally, you might notice here that I have things like the Wi-Fi multimedia turned off. That's some other things that people have had problems, and it's, you know, they're working through all these bugs. They're trying to update firmware as we speak to improve these things. I think this one was tied sometime to Facebook Messenger acting up. But anyways, what I did is actually, you can see I have my SSIDs disabled, so they're off, both 5 gigahertz and the 2.4. And the reason I do that is because I have mine hooked up to my own personal router, because I have a Wi-Fi mesh system in here that I use instead of it for Wi-Fi signal. So I don't run into that problem. I only use Ethernet, but those are the 2 ways that I've seen people had problems with this gateway and how to easily fix them. So if that works out for you guys, leave a comment below. Let me know it worked. If it doesn't work, also comment and kind of explain your problem. We'll see if we can help everyone out. Alright, so this was a quick video just to talk about that Wi-Fi issues that I've seen, but I have lots of other videos about this T-Mobile home internet, talking about external antennas, how to get your best signal with the tower, how to know which tower you're on. So check out my playlist. It's in the description below, or go to my channel, and hopefully I answer a lot of your questions about this T-Mobile home internet. It has its problems. They're still working out bugs, but I've stuck with it and I've been happy so far. Some days are maybe a little bit frustrating, but overall this has given me much quicker internet than DSL in the past, and I don't have any kind of cable or fiber option here, so this is really my best option for internet. And so I'm excited that they've come out with it, and I want to support them as they grow.